Alright guys, can you hear me? Today we're going to be doing a little something different. Karolina is actually going to be helping me draw because I had tried to draw this woman's face and it just looks fucked up each time. So Karolina is going to be drawing on the stream today. So I'll be checking in once and around, and I'll probably be sitting here for a bit. So here's Karolina.
Hi. So Justin's almost done this animation, but this face is like really bad. I mean, if you want to critique it, it kind of looks like a large bowl of spaghetti with Bruce Willis embedded into it, maybe. And her neck is like the size of a tree trunk. And the point of this animation is for the other character to look creepy, not for this woman to look creepy, so this needs to be fixed or it's gonna ruin the animation pretty much.
Okay.
No, what do you need the light for?
Oh.
You're just sitting here. Yeah. What do I set the brush to?
You can set the brush to anything but the small center. Usually that's what I do.
Anything? What's your line weight for your liner?
Look, when you press the circle here,
Yeah, I know how that works.
just anything besides like the smallest, like 1 pixel width.
Okay.
Because I don't like how it like makes it look really tiny when it's 1 pixel.
Alright, well this background is distracting, so I'm not gonna.
I think it's disable it.
No, I need white.
Oh.
So that's the area her head has to apply.
Yeah, it's gotta like take up most of the screen. I can fill in more of the background afterwards.
Well, you're gonna have to. Okay. Let's just start with something. That's not what I meant. Is it way too thick? Still too thick.
Is Umami gay? Karolina is my girlfriend, you guys. So she's here. We've been together for like 8 years, and so she helps me with my animation sometimes.
8 years? It's been 9 years, dude.
Especially when it comes to like an
It's
anime.
almost been a decade, Justin. Get it right. What about me?
I was just saying that she knows how to draw people a lot better than I do. So you might actually learn something in this episode.
Nah, you're not gonna learn anything. So what, is her head just neutral position?
Well, there's 2 shots, one where she's looking up and one where she's looking down. And when she's looking down, she's supposed to be like...
So what is this? Because she's just looking straight.
She's looking forward. She's looking at the guy when he's standing up, right?
Okay.
Some mode we're using a graphics tablet. Mason, thank you. Eddie, if you're looking for the origin of the name, just check the description. It's in there.
Angry eyes already. And her head ends somewhere back here. That's too far. What are these people going on about this?
Oh, you got people from all types of different places coming in.
Today we got homophobes, I guess. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna learn is that women's necks aren't like tree trunks. Like a men's neck.
Man, she looks so shitty in this drawing.
She looks like she's about 300 years old.
Well, she's supposed to be like, kind of like 50 or 60.
Hey, Ella. Oh, I forgot to host this on my own channel. Let's do that really quick. Why is there like crap open in my browser?
Alpha male, we're using Photoshop. And someone gave me, if you want to learn how to use Photoshop to animate, there's some tutorial on Vimeo called by Alex Grigg. But I was looking at it and I realized that he wasn't using like this plugin that would help save him like 80% of the clicking and stuff that he was doing. But if you're looking to animate with Photoshop, you should probably check out that tutorial.
So it takes about the same.
The face cam was kind of messed up this morning, so it's a little bit weirder than usual. I have to change the settings.
Is this who turned?
Is it to what?
To turn?
What does that mean? Like
this is. I don't know what position this is.
Yeah. She shouldn't be looking too much to the side. She should be. That's like 3/4.
All right, I have no problem redrawing that. It's hard to draw a circle on a tablet.
Susanna, what was the question? Sorry.
That's not right. Just ignore that. Your chat moves way too quickly. How do you read this?
Well, I miss a lot of it.
Your name?
Are you asking about the name?
shape right here.
Susanna, you gotta ask the question. I don't know what you're asking me.
Nah, that's not right. More useless questions. Whoa, what is going on with Clown Dude today? Okay.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
back.
It's like he's like a balloon. Watch. No, he's the one squishing now. It's like when you squeeze a balloon in your hands. It gets all shrunk.
Riley Mulligan. I've done like bare minimum amount of programming with C#. I made like the breakout game. That's about it. I don't know much programming. It's not much of what I do. Hey, Susanna, I don't even know why you're asking me that question. I mean, why are you asking me that?
Yeah.
It's
Why? What does that have to do with anything?
What does that have to do with my animations? You know, I don't think about it, so that's that's my answer.
I don't think I'll make her as big because it doesn't.
Kennedy,
look right.
thank you for your comment, man.
Actually, I'll draw this on another layer and just delete this one afterwards. And this is like a proportion sketch underneath.
Mason, thank you. I had to go through about 2 or 3 hours of Mark Zuckerberg's live streams. Most of it was pretty. He kept talking about meats for like 80% of it.
Oh, it's in the corner again. That's not good.
Andrew, everything's done with a Wacom tablet, but it's an old one. Like you can get the one that we use like $40 on eBay.
Look how close it is to the screen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with people in here today?
Hey, Mason, thanks for hanging out. Talk to you later.
So, like, what is her hairstyle supposed to be? Is it end here? Is it just...
Hey, Mikey Ross, thank you. It's supposed to be like just long hair that's.
Yeah, where does it end? Here?
Yeah, right. It's not. Doesn't touch her shoulders.
What is this bang area supposed to be?
She's supposed to have like some sort of bangs, like it goes over like this, but it doesn't go like straight down on her forehead. And that's about it.
Okay, so like this.
Some boat. I don't really play any instruments other than like the keyboard, but I don't really know how to play it either. So. Hey, Susanna, I do have a Patreon. I think if you check the description or maybe on the channel about page, you'll find it. Already this drawing's looking a lot better than what I was doing.
Yeah, I know.
Her hair doesn't look like a
Potato.
Yeah.
Well, it looked more like a bowl of spaghetti. Is her ear showing in her hair?
Just a little bit of ear.
Like this much?
Yeah. Eve mix, so that's nice to hear. That's good. I don't do much sketching myself, but I'm happy to hear that you're getting back into it.
Okay.
Favorite video game? I don't know. Have you guys played this game called Hunt Showdown? It was free on Steam a couple days ago. I haven't bought it, but I'm thinking I might actually buy it because it was pretty fun. It's like takes place in Louisiana or something like that, deep states in the South.
In terms of drawing.
I
think
Maniac, I might have missed your question. Sorry. KSP Maniac.
Temp. What the fuck? Okay.
Try the alpha at some point. Are you talking about the Hunt Showdown? Yeah. KSP Maniac is asking what's the best way to learn anatomy.
Anatomy? Honestly, probably the best way is to look up. A good way to start is to look up facial proportions for manga. And there's a lot of drawing guides that break up the face into just how much space each thing takes up. Like, in general situation, your eyebrows are like a third of the way down, and like your nose and your mouth is about 2/3 down on the face. But face proportions change based on age. So children have very different facial proportions than adults and teenagers. And then the next thing you can do is you can do lots of figure drawing. So just go to, you can find like a local figure drawing session. Probably usually a university has one at least, but you can look through Facebook and stuff. That's a good way to find them. Just look up life drawing or figure drawing. And then the third thing you can do is take literally a drawing anatomy class, which is devoted to teaching artists about human anatomy, specifically for drawing. If you took any anatomy class, like a medical anatomy class, you wouldn't learn anything relevant to just drawing. It'd be just too much theoretical stuff about how muscles work and organs and stuff like that. So,
Colin's here.
yeah, Colin. Yeah, so this is what Justin had to begin with. There's several things wrong with this. Anatomically, I feel like doing analysis for no reason.
Scott O'Sullivan, we both went to art school, yeah, from Halifax.
So if I draw over this, you can see the size of her. This is her skull right now. So she has this very like meaty skull with a dent in her chin. I guess the The placement of the eyes and stuff is good, but her eye socket is sunken in, and really the nose should be more like this. And the nostril is part of the face, not sitting on top of the nose. She wouldn't have these big. Her mouth is probably more down here. Also ends about there, like here. And also this whole space is just too big. And the hair just kind of looks like spaghetti texture, so that's why I'm redrawing this. And her neck is just humongous.
Not Justin Y. What is the Filthy Frank sketch? I don't think I've seen that one. Guns. We usually go to the Montreal Museum. The one that's in the Interface series, actually, like the 5th episode. There's a few other museums we've been to, like the contemporary one here. But honestly, I don't get out that much. So.
You don't get out that much. So, like, what is the expression on her face? Because this really isn't an expression.
I don't want to ruin the animation for people, but just make her look like she's like listening, and then maybe slightly shocked, I guess, but not too much, just very subtle.
Slightly shocked.
Filthy Frank made a video about art school and basically crushed some people's dreams. Crushed. Yeah, well, I mean, it's art school is like pretty much you just go there to learn art, but you don't learn to do anything else really. So
art school teaches you how to paint and draw and stuff, but it doesn't teach you how to be an artist professionally.
Yeah.
So what happens is people graduate and they basically don't know what to do because there's no career path. You don't really know what to do next. How do you make money after that? You know, like that's what really why people fail. It's not because of what they learn in art school, it's what they don't learn.
Concordia, he says, Concordia doesn't teach you how to paint and draw.
Yeah, I can believe that. I've heard a lot of bad stuff about Concordia.
I can't speak on that. I don't know what Concordia does, but Riley Mulligan, yeah, I've definitely heard of them. Actually, Karolina is into them more than I am.
Who? What? Where?
Godspeed You Black Emperor.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite bands, actually. I went to see them last year when they played in Montreal. This is a bad nose so far. I was supposed to do a better job than... Noses are really hard. Let's move this to...
Weekend Wolf. I'm not familiar who that is. I guess I'd have to look him up later. If you're in the Discord though, you should post the link maybe, and I'll be able to comment on it later.
Actually,
some bode. For some reason, there's like a myth out there that people are just born with like some sort of innate talent to being able to draw, and there is some exceptions where that's true. Like maybe someone had some weird ability to like draw realistically, and but it's not like in the grand scheme of things is the only way you can increase your ability to draw properly is just by practicing. And the people that seem to have a innate talent or whatever is from doing it, it's not because they just were born with some genetic gene or whatever that let them draw properly. It's just because they just practice a lot. That's all.
In most cases, yeah.
Opinion on art from the Soviet Union. I don't really have too much of an opinion on art from the Soviet Union, other than I kind of like constructivism, just aesthetically. Otherwise, I'm not really familiar with much about it. So. Do you like Lachine? Do you live in Lachine? I haven't really. I biked down there, and it looks really nice. But I haven't really spent much time there at all.
I feel like Lachine is a very general thing to say because there's different parts of Lachine.
Yeah.
There's like the canal, and then there's like the part where people get stabbed.
Oh, okay. Then
I think it's drawing her nose too narrow. Just gonna... I don't like how high her nostrils are either.
I haven't been to Alaska, no. Sumbo, the stream's probably going to be about, like, I don't know, like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Maybe longer.
Well, I have an appointment I have to go to, so I'm not going to stay here all day.
When's your appointment?
4?
Yeah, it's probably just like another hour or so. If Karolina leaves, I'll just, like, take over.
It's drawing too much. Can't really put too many lines with this pixel stuff, can you?
Joe Bob is asking you what your opinion on Detroit Becoming Human memes are. I don't think you've really seen those, though, have you?
Me?
Yeah. You know what Detroit Becoming Human is, right?
No.
It's a video game that just came out. I don't think she's really seen enough of them, so she can't really say.
I don't really pay attention to memes that much. Honestly. Turn this off.
Radium Skull, there's a software called Character Animator by Adobe, and that's what it's doing. Honestly, the software is like complete crap, so it works for the stream sometimes, but like I'm having problems with it this morning. It's very frustrating to get to work properly. Riley Mulligan, you should check out a channel called Findlefjord, which if you go to my channel page and you click on the main page, you'll see on the right the influences, whatever. You'll see him up there. And then there's another channel called Zico, which is good. Radium Skull, you're talking about like the interface with the stream. Like, you're talking about like the OBS software? It's just a bunch of overlays, like PNG overlays on OBS. And yeah, there's some software called Restream.io that streams it to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It's not done with After Effects. It's just using the Character Animator software, like in a window that's basically in the background. And there's a tool called window capture in OBS, and so it's capturing a section of the screen. Basically, is what it's doing.
How old is this woman?
Like 50.
So I shouldn't draw her looking like she's 18.
Yeah. Temp name.
And some chin fat.
I haven't really seen much anime. I've seen a few like stuff by Studio Gilby or Gilby or whatever. And Ghost in the Shell and stuff. That's about it though. You ever think about building a 3D print of Mischief in Blender? I thought about it actually, but it's not, I don't think it's something I could be able to do really. What the hell?
I turned her in the bottom sketch off and her eyebrows disappeared.
I'm not sure. Can you capture windows with stream elements?
Why not? You just put a capture screen, capture device. You just capture the what your screen is.
Do you know how many people bought the Mischief hoodie? I think Alfie like there's like maybe 15 or so or 16 possibly orders of the Mischief hoodie. There's a lot of people who order it. It's like the most popular thing. So it's kind of funny. Jan makes genocide. It's not inspired by the Mother Horse Eyes interface series. I keep getting asked that question, and I wish I didn't call it interface now because I haven't read any of those stories, and it's not related. So yeah. Apparently they're like remaking Ghost in the Shell like on Adult Swim or something.
What?
That's what I heard in the news. Like the company's Production IG, whatever, is working with Adult Swim.
What is there to remake though?
Well, they're not. They're turning into like a TV series or something. Did you see the gameplay for Doom Eternal? That looks sick. I haven't seen it now. I'll check it out later though. I recommend you Planets. It's the most hardcore sci-fi series in anime I ever saw.
Well, you should post that in the Discord because it's gonna disappear in 5 seconds in the chat.
Definitely post some links in the Discord, and I'll be able to check it out. If like you tag my name or whatever, and I'll see it. Thank you for recommending it, though.
This is a little too surprised.
I think her eyes may be a little too big.
Yeah.
She should look like a little tired.
Like closed or smaller?
Just like closed. Like they look like the right size, but maybe it's just a little small.
Closed or smaller?
Closed. Yeah, like that. Do you guys have any other hobbies that you do? Man, fucking Mischief's face is all fucked up. Looks like a conehead.
He's getting sucked. There's like a little tube just sucking him backwards. Do you have hobbies, Justin?
Well, I do painting sometimes. Not so much anymore, but other hobbies. I used to go snowboarding a long time ago. I don't really do it much anymore because It's hard for me to get out of the city without a car and stuff. But just swimming and biking and stuff, I guess.
I just like being outside.
Yeah.
Because we spend so much time working indoors on computers and stuff. Just everything you end up wanting to do ends up being somewhere other than on the computer.
Pedro wants to go on a date with me. He says not to tell me.
Why?
Oh, there's tons of trails and stuff out here in Quebec. And honestly, I'm not the best person to ask though. I just know that they exist because I've seen them, like videos and stuff.
You've seen video evidence
Yeah.
of trails, guys. This
Well,
is how often he goes outside.
there's a ton of biking trails, like just where we live, next to the canal and stuff. But outside the city, I wouldn't really know. I haven't really been out there too much.
Oh shit. Got a donation.
Hey Riley Mulligan, thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you're still in the chat, thank you very much.
Probably in the chat.
Yeah.
Give her some degree of hunchback.
I watched all of the interface last night, and so Shaleback. I wrote. I didn't write, but I have it mostly planned out in my head. I haven't written down individually, like each episode, all the dialogue and stuff, but I got an idea of where it's going to go. So right now I'm doing it bit by bit, but I guess I do have like a ending that I have planned.
Her cheek wouldn't be so perky looking.
Have you seen the Sasquatches that can dematerialize?
In Quebec? I'm pretty sure there's some that live on the street.
How many hours to make a 30-second video? The last one, the Mark Zuckerberg probe talk, didn't take me that long. I think it took me like 2 days. It's just a lot of drawing the details and stuff, and how to get all the layers aligned properly so that it looks kind of 3D. Most of the 30-second animations don't take me that long. However, the Boomer video took a while. It took about a week because there's a lot of small little details and they all added up. I mean, I don't work on it like 10 hours a day, but like I work on it like 3 or 4 hours a day.
Really? Really, you don't?
Well, sometimes I do, but not always.
You guys don't even know how much time he puts into these animations. You don't even know.
What is your favorite mythological creature?
Boomer video is timeless work of art. I have to agree.
I'm not sure why. I'll have to think about that one.
I'm pretty sure it belongs in the museum.
Sasquatches can communicate with the star people. Search it up. All right, well, I'll search that one.
Okay. That's interesting information.
Does Mischief have a penis?
Why do you need to know that? Why do you need to know that?
He was a human before, so I imagine he does. I just didn't want to draw it. I guess like if
Why would you want to draw a snake with a dangle just hanging off of it?
Well, you know, Dr. Manhattan is kind of a similar character, and he's got a penis. They like rendered it in full 3D, and it took up like half the screen in that Watchmen movie.
Did they really?
Yeah. Remember he walks around and he's just like his penis is just hanging out because they didn't want to like.
I didn't notice his penis.
You might have watched the censors. I don't know. They rendered it though.
We watched it together in the movie theater.
Yeah, he does have one.
Well, then you remembered his penis and didn't pay attention to that detail whatsoever. Oops. So what is this? What should I draw? On her shirt.
Oh, just like a little floral pattern around the neck, and then the rest of it's just like simple looking purple. Hey Pedro, thank you, man. Most of the videos are subtitled in English at least. Someone translated all the interface stuff into Russian recently. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work. I don't bother translating some of the non-interface stuff because it just takes so much time. Like the Mark Zuckerberg ones would take a while to do. This is for by the way, we're drawing for an animation that I'm hoping to release this week. So we just released a video yesterday, but hopefully by the end of the week there'll be another animation out for you guys. It's like 80% done. There's just a few things that we have to do, like redraw this character because
it looked bad.
It looked really bad. Subtitle them in Portuguese.
Yeah, you guys can do that if you want. You can put it in any language.
Luckily, the interface videos actually don't have that much dialogue in them. There's like,
I'm a boss.
Yeah, like the dialogue's really simple and brief, so some episodes don't even have dialogue.
Does she have some Gordon Ramsay wrinkles on her forehead?
Thanks, temp name. I'll check it out later. I wouldn't put wrinkles on her forehead. Just like maybe. I think actually the wrinkles that you added there are pretty good. Like I don't know if she needs that much more. If you do add wrinkles, add it with this color, and on top of her base color, which would be that.
Okay.
Because then it won't look so dark.
And the floral thing, I should put it with the blue.
Yeah, yeah. The floral color is this on top of the on top of that.
Okay.
Were you talking about some 3D arts? I didn't misheard that. Temp name, I don't know if you're asking me this, but
oh, look at that. It's almost the same shape.
Yeah. I was just saying that how the last Zuckerberg video was sort of 3D-ish and it took a while to do because of that.
Ugh.
Have you ever played the Monster Hunter series? Sorry, Invictus, I haven't.
I don't know, is this any better? I think it is.
It's much better, it's so much better.
This looks like a human in this.
That looks like a football player that took too much steroids.
Oh, this is a bad time for a Caitlyn Jenner joke.
It looks like Caitlyn Jenner.
Needs more plastic surgery. Okay. Skin tone is this?
Yeah. Check out Krita. It had way better animation tools than Photoshop, and it's bitmap. Being a pure internet, I'll have to check a look. Pilot Red Sun told me to try TV Paint, and I did download the trial, and I've been messing around with it, but
you don't like it?
I'm not sure if I like it. I mean, I don't find animating this method in Photoshop to be too difficult, and it's easy because everything works within like Premiere and After Effects and back and forth. So I'll take a look at it. And the thing is, I'm also already paying for.
Yeah, we already pay for this because of work, so it's just kind of convenient to not have to use other software whatsoever.
I don't know if Krita is very expensive or not, but maybe I'll think about. Maybe I'll see if I can find a trial or something. Oh, it's free. Well, I'll write it down on my notebook and then I'll.
My notebook. He's gonna write in his notebook, guys.
My notebook. I wrote it on my whiteboard. TV Paint sucks dick. I don't know. I mean, I haven't.
Should try and be in the same room when you're talking.
I haven't used enough of TV Paint to know if I like it or not. I'm not sure. Invictus Manio. I did all the album art that's photographs are my photographs. I've taken those photographs myself. But for Black Take 2, it's like drawn, and for the Meta, the other album there that's like done with watercolors, is all done by Karolina. Not Justin Y. What is it that's making you scary in real life? Boyhole, we're working on the next animation. Karolina's just helping me. She's actually drawing this one because I was having problems. That's what I drew right there, if you guys can see that. It looks like crap.
Yeah, this is his female.
I can't seem to draw women very well.
He just kind of draws like a man and then puts...
like long hair.
Puts really poorly styled long hair and dresses on them.
Being a pure internet, what is it that you don't like about TV Paint?
Is it to the side?
Her left eye is way to the side. Right.
How is it to the side?
It is a little bit to the side. Just a little bit. You can just
Let's move it around. Let's see what happens. It's the only good thing about working on a computer. Yeah.
Come down a bit. Yeah.
Okay, you're right. It's a little bit.
Is it
No.
weird that I prefer the first one aesthetically? Aaron, well, I think there's some people that like it when the drawings don't look correct sometimes. I mean, that's why, because sometimes even I like watching channels and like sometimes it's better when the people don't really know how to draw because it just makes it funnier. However, in this particular animation, I think it will work against what the final product would be. Otherwise, usually I would just leave it. Like if it looked like shit, I would just kind of. It's not too bad, but this one, there's a reason why she has to look like at least somewhat normal. I don't want to explain it because it will ruin the animation. But,
Oh, like her pupil isn't lined up?
we can touch up the pupil later. I might not. Well,
I mean,
it is.
what the fuck kind of placement is that? This is like pug eyes, 22 different directions.
Shallowback. If you check my channel page, the main page, on the right side you'll see a bunch of influences. Those are all the channels I would recommend.
Oops.
It's expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. The TV Paint's like I think was it over $1,000 or something like that. I was like, fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not time for that.
Yeah, I look it up. I don't know how much it was exactly. How much have you? I haven't really talked to much about at all. He was in the last live stream for a little bit, and he just recommended TV Paint, so that's about it.
The shirt, little.
Umami, you draw women like Michelangelo did. I'll have to look that one up because I'm not sure what he.
Like a man.
Is that what he did?
Most guys can't draw women because they're used to looking at themselves. I don't understand the difference. Just like most women can't really draw guys. Okay. And this is her shirt. Paisley thing.
Her shirt actually, Karolina, is it's not so opened up like that. It's kind of because it's like 17th century. It's kind of like closed up.
She's got way too much cleavage action.
Well, it's too wide. Yeah.
So what, like
probably from here, like yeah, right, yeah.
It's too revealing.
Karungi, thank you. Watching while photoshopping images of socks at work.
Socks?
What kind of, do you work at like a fashion place or a retail?
He works at a fashion place. They sell lots of fashion.
Weekend Wolf, I tried the virtual reality at one of those like places that you can go in the city and they'll have it like set up.
Milf.
I tried it. I tried it for a little bit. I haven't really done much more than that. He works at sock photoshopping place, I bet.
Yeah. They sell lots of fashion.
Only Photoshop socks here. Medical compression sock place.
Oh, that's a fun place to work.
Pressurized socks.
That's for diabetes.
Yeah, exactly, just like that. You can put like little dots around it too or something. Clay from Planet Earth. Usually it's me who does like all of the animations, but Karolina has helped me a few times. So she's helping me right now, obviously. But if you watch the Tinky Winky video,
I drew the guy's face close up.
she drew and animated Tinky Winky's face. And if you watch that video, it looks like a different style almost, like it's slightly different.
Yeah, style. Anatomically correct people.
Yeah.
That's a style
And
choice.
just like hacked at it with black lines like I do.
It's not been chiseled out of the canvas.
Bubba Nert. I do play some video games. I was playing this free trial yesterday, Hunt Showdown, that was on Steam. Otherwise, I played, last game I played was Alien Isolation. I got that on Steam sale. And then before that, I don't know, I think I played The Witcher 3 maybe, or something maybe before that. I forgot. What did I think of it? Careful, I heard some of those people got pink eye from the kiosk places.
Ew. Really?
I didn't go to like a kiosk. It was like a studio that was. I was visiting my parents in Halifax, and then they had. But you know what? That's a good point, because if everyone kind of was just swapping these like headsets.
Yeah, I mean they weren't really cleaning them in between people, were they?
No, and they got this like weird spongy material too. So.
Ew. Gross.
You know what? I probably won't be going to those places again. If we do get that, it would be. I would try it out just here, just plug it into our graphics card. But I don't know if our graphics card is good enough for
I don't know if we need this.
virtual reality. Probably just wait a couple more years until it gets refined.
We'll wait until it costs like $50 because we're cheap.
It is pretty fun though. I've seen some videos.
See, one of the things that's very wrong with this one is that there's so much shadow around her eyes. So her lips are just like skin tone.
Yeah.
You don't want them to be anything else.
You can make them slightly pink.
Like this pink?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not an episode of Interface. It's just an extra. It's just a different video, but yeah, we're working on the next episode. The thing that's going to come out next. VR channel here. If you got the money, get a Vive. Next level gaming shit.
Well, we don't have the money, so.
Well, we do have the money. It's just the thing is if I get into that, I'll probably be playing.
You'll never see another episode of anything again. That's what you say. So I mean, you pick your battle here. You want him to try VR, or do you want animations? Like,
I gotta like not. I don't buy games that often because when I do, I'll get like sucked into them.
Yeah, he has no self-control.
So.
I can play a game for 30 minutes and stop, but Justin has to play games for a solid day at a time.
There's a BattleTech place called Hangar 51. Oh yeah, I've seen some of those games, especially the mechanic games. They all look pretty innovative, so I think it's cool what they're doing. Yo, man, can you beatbox for us?
No response.
I'll try later, maybe.
Later, when I'm not here, you can embarrass yourself.
They are basically giant battery packs strapped to your face. Oh yeah, I've seen those cardboard ones too. Invictus. We have like this shared car service, like Comunado. It's basically I don't have to pay for a car and have to like get it fixed and stuff. I just book it whenever I need it on the phone. Otherwise, I would like to have a car, but it's kind of expensive having one when you live in the city and there's nowhere to park it. If I lived out of the city, I'd have to definitely buy one. Clay from Planet Earth. I'm the guy who does all the voices for Mischief, which is the pink guy. I do a lot of manipulation to the voice though, but it's my voice.
He eats a bag of cigars before he starts voice recording, and then he drinks about 6 whiskeys, and then he starts voice recording, and then it gets processed on the computer as well. That's the honest truth.
Yeah.
Is this enough?
Yeah, that looks good. I wouldn't do too much more actually. I think her hair is pretty. I would just add some yellow to her hair.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that yet.
Okay.
Should I add more paint to her mouth?
No, I think it's enough.
I think if I put more, it's gonna look like she's swearing.
You should make her teeth though, like this color gray.
Oh my god, I didn't touch her teeth.
Okay. Temp name. You can call me that if you want, but I mean, I may not know who you're talking to if you say that. A bag of cigars. Yeah, who gets a bag of cigars?
I was trying to say cigarettes, but I got the two mixed
You don't
up.
get bags of cigarettes either.
Yeah, you do in Nova Scotia.
You get a carton.
In Nova Scotia, you get an illegal bag of cigarettes. That's about 1,000 per pack.
Yeah.
Plastic
wrapped.
Plastic wrapped in a bag and full of weed as well. Jesus? You gonna start calling him Jesus?
Umami, do you watch any television? I watch American Ninja Warrior, Survivor, and Dateline on NBC, and Better Call Saul. I guess that's about it. And MasterChef, I guess. I like watching MasterChef, even though it's kind of shit.
Yeah, even though it sucks now, I still watch it.
What do you guys watch? I like watching American Ninja Warrior. It's just kind of fun to have on in the background. I don't really like watch it all the way through, but just turn it on when it's on TV.
Yeah.
I watch my videos.
All the time on repeat.
Sitcoms like Park and Recreation and The Office. Yeah.
Yeah, we watched the entire Office, like everything, in the winter one time, in a row, which is like, what, 11 seasons?
Wow.
45-minute episodes.
I didn't really watch much Park and Recreation. Really.
Yeah, I don't really get the humor in that show.
Finished. Hate You? What is that?
Probably anime.
Yeah. Sidebar. Oh, I see. There's a funny, wow.
There's a funny one.
The only thing I don't like about your drawing is her nose.
Why?
The black line that's like doing the bulbs.
This right here?
Yeah. Well, no, the top part.
This?
No.
This?
Yeah, right there.
You want me to erase it?
Yeah, you can just get rid of it. I think it'll look fine. Yeah, right there. Or you can keep a little bit of it. Just undo that. Yeah, right there. That's good.
Nope.
No, just wait. You gotta keep the curvature of it. Just to make it thinner, maybe.
How come I draw with my head sideways?
Yeah, that's better.
Is it?
Well, you can undo it if you want. Go undo twice, and just make it slightly thinner so it's not so dark.
Whatever, that's close enough. Eyes are what color now?
CBD. That was Phil Jamison, who's got a YouTube channel. He's in the description if you want to check out his channel. It wasn't Mischief saying that, so.
What is this orange cheese you have on the side of your
It's just like it's like a highlight from the fireplace.
Oh, I see. It's not.
Hey, Janice Suck, or Janice.
Whoops.
I don't know if I pronounced your last name. Thank you. Do you believe in ghosts or aliens? I think it'd be kind of silly to like say that aliens don't exist when you consider how many stars are in the universe. Like, it's just, I don't know if the aliens have showed up here or not. I probably believe that something is alive out there. And for ghosts, I don't know if I believe in ghosts really, just that maybe there's something more to what we know scientifically that we haven't really been able to prove yet. Maybe, I don't know. I just feel like I was at my friend's house once a long time ago when I was a kid and I had a video camera, and I was recording on the inside of their house, and then there was like these like kind of orbs that were like traveling in a like a stream, and they said, I don't know, it just seemed weird to me. So I don't know if I really believe in ghosts, but I just think that there might be something else out there. Aaron, yeah, that's kind of the way I see it. It's like the amount of stars out there is just, and then not only stars, but galaxies too. It's just insane. So I think the only reason why we haven't seen any aliens is because it just takes forever to travel between planets. And they just physically haven't been able to get here. Well, maybe they have, but I mean, like, I don't know.
How's this?
That was good. Yeah, much better than that.
It's not the exact same style, but you know.
I might just go over like some of your shadows just a little bit, just so I can have the cross hatching that I do usually.
Yeah.
So it matches what I've already drawn, but otherwise it looks a lot better. That looks pretty much perfect. So you turn the background layer on. Yeah, I'll fix up the background too.
So what do I have to draw next?
The same thing, but she's like looking up. Like right now she's looking down, right?
So what?
You don't really have to do much. You just change the positioning of her pupils, maybe. You don't even really have to do it. I can do it.
Yeah, you can just do that yourself.
So.
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yep. Some whiteness in her eye.
I'll do the like kind of animation part where it like. No, don't do that. Just put it. You know what I usually do? I put like 1 pixel of white, but don't. Okay.
Oops.
Too dark.
That's fine. Fill it in with something. Okay, so there you go, I guess.
Thanks, Karolina.
You're welcome.
Hey, so that's that. Karolina drew me the woman in my animation, and
I didn't really say anything, but whatever.
thank you, Karolina. If you guys are interested in watching more about like how to draw people and animate and stuff, you should check out her stream on Twitch, because she does paintings and stuff, and watercolors and oil paintings. It's in the description. Art Karolina. So sometimes I show up in her streams too, and I just talk. So in the background, like kind of, or. But if you guys are interested, check it out. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
All right, thanks, man. I'll take over from here.
See you guys later.
Clay from Planet Earth. I don't really have much of a background in music. I've been making my music since 2010, or even earlier than that, I think 2009, and putting it out on Bandcamp. I've just been slowly messing around for about 10 years, because I found that I had to make my own music because I didn't want to have to like license stuff. But now, I actually started doing these animations partially to like promote my music, but now it seems like the animations are kind of taking on a life of their own. Anyway, what's my favorite color? Probably red. So I'm going to take over here and what Karolina was doing. I'm just going to add some stuff that makes it look like it will match the rest of what I did, because the art style is a little bit different. First of all, I'm going to delete this crap because and this is going to delete this too. Thanks, Clay. I noticed you used 2 surrealist paintings on interface, Marguerite's Son of Man and Dali's Geopoliticus Child. Are they just cool paintings, or does surrealism have some significance to the story? Hey, cool, that's a good idea. The paintings that I chose actually do have significance to the interface series. Marguerite's Son of Man is kind of supposed to be like the Henrik character, the blue guy. It's kind of like that is him almost. And introducing the painting that way just kind of connects the two together, that maybe not that he comes from a painting, but that, I don't know, it's like an introspective sort of thing. And Dali's Geopoliticus Child is based around Mischief's creation, which, if you noticed the year that that painting was created, it was 1943. It was painted the same year that he gets transformed into the pink, elongated spaghetti man. So he kind of, it's like a metaphorical sort of thing. He's like breaking through a shell, and he was created. But if you look up the history of that painting or like what it means, it's kind of like America and how its newfound freedom is going to cause great amounts of innovation. That's sort of the idea. So the paintings, they do relate to the story. It's just kind of in a really non-linear, non-direct kind of way. Manny, I think you forgot to continue a shadow on the left shoulder. Yeah, right here. I might put something there. Have you watched Fantastic Planet? I haven't seen that. No, what is that about? I just realized that what was going on. Yeah, no worries, guys. Okay, what am I doing right here? Save this. So you guys, if you've been on my stream before, you probably know what I do. But I just kind of add pixels here and there to give the still images some life. Temp name, thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you later.
I don't think I clicked save.
I saved it.
Okay, good.
There. Kind of looks like she's alive. Rather than just...
Her eyebrows are live.
Well, yeah, I have to
Probably put more of those.
I'm going to put more details. I'd probably make her mouth just a little bit move because Invictus Manio, I don't stream that often. Maybe once every 2 weeks or so. I don't really have a schedule either, unfortunately. I just kind of do it whenever I feel like it. And I don't know if I could really keep a schedule because some days I just don't feel like talking. Yeah, so I kind of just do it, randomly.
Basically when the stars align.
Okay, so now I think I might just do some simple cross hatching just to make things match a little bit more. Might undo it if it doesn't look right.
So be careful.
It doesn't look right there.
I don't think there's too many places you can put it, really.
No, just subtle amounts. Right
Maybe
here,
in her hair.
I like putting the cross hatches here too. I feel like there should be some more. Okay. All right, people, it's been fun. Aaron, thanks for hanging out. See you later. All right. There, so that looks all right. Now I just got to fix the background here because it's missing some details. That's about it.
Like a poem or something, just paste it in.
Uh,
It's really hard to read.
I'm going to just shift her over a little bit. There. That's that. So now I have to do the same, just save it basically looking up.
That's not better. That's creepy.
Does that look good?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's like hard.
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Just like little pixels in small areas. And
I think I had them pretty good. You just erased them.
Well, they're looking down though. I have to make them look up. Oh. This is a looking up one. See, the thing is I should. Yeah.
Usually your pupil touches some part of your eyelid when your eyes are somewhat closed. Otherwise, it looks like you're completely wide-eyed.
Yeah. That doesn't look right either.
It's better than before.
Yikes. Fuck. Maybe. My balls. Just undo this.
So it's the pencil tool in Photoshop. Because it makes pixelated lines easier than changing the hardness and softness and whatever of the paintbrush tool.
Yeah. That's looked okay now.
Yeah.
Brush type, yeah. Only use the pencil tool. That's what I'm using. Yeah. For this style, anyway.
Pixelated.
Pixelated. Now, I was gonna make her blink.
So when you do that, you have to erase the creases in her eyes.
Yeah, but I was gonna make her blink on this one when she looks down too.
Yeah, but like when you blink, your eyelids moves out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because the last one you drew, you just kind of drew it into the eye, and it looked really weird.
Yeah.
Depends where you live, I think. Like in Ontario, the insurance is about like 3 times the price as it is in Quebec.
It's not so much that the insurance is expensive. It's just that I don't have a garage, so I'll be buying a car and it'll just be sitting out on the street.
Yeah, in the winter.
And then in the wintertime, it just gets fucked up, and then it's just like a waste of money.
And in Montreal, they throw a lot of salt on the road, so it'd be really bad in the wintertime. Like, it could really corrode the car.
I mean, I could just buy a beater, I guess, but I don't know if I really use a car that often to justify it. So anyway, okay, so I got a blink here, and I'll probably just do it on a new layer on top of everything.
You honestly don't have much use for a car beyond like the occasional trip outside the city and groceries. So like, there's not much of a point. We can also just get groceries down the street. I don't think it looks so bad.
Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, we only have street parking here, so we have a good bus system. The bus system's all right. There's a subway in Montreal, though, which is just down the street, which is a lot more. I find it to be a lot more useful. Don't usually take the bus that often.
Okay, now you have to erase that. Some of that crease on the top.
Which crease? This one?
The bigger one?
Up here?
Yeah, some of it. Maybe the corners?
Yeah, it would be more like this.
No, like the top portion. Because actually that's like kind of her eyelash.
Right here?
No, this right here. These things.
Oh. There we go. Yeah, and then add the eyelashes down here.
Question up there.
What kind of camera? Hold on. Umami, you mentioned earlier photography for your albums. What kind of gear do you use? I have a. I got a couple of different film cameras. One is a Ricoh RX10 or something like that. I forget. It's Ricoh RX10 or something. And the other one's a Pentax. I actually don't know the name. It's just one of those old Pentaxes from the 80s. And the third camera I have is like a medium format camera, and it's called a Kiev 60, which shoots film in square mode on medium format film. I bought that off eBay 4 or 5 years ago. It's kind of like a poor person's medium format camera because it wasn't too expensive, and usually medium format cameras are quite expensive. However, I think maybe they might be more expensive now than they used to be because I don't know how easy it is to find these cameras anymore. That one I got, the Kiev 60, is kind of a film oddity. Not too many people have those, so it's huge. It looks like a Pentax, just like twice the size, and it makes like a huge clunking sound whenever you take photos with it. Otherwise, we also have a Panasonic camera, GH3, which is like 5 or 6 years old now, and you can get those probably used for like $400, which is a decent camera. It's just it's micro four thirds, so you keep that in mind when you're taking photos with it. The sensor is kind of small.
That used to be chic.
Yeah. Okay, so there's her blinking. And so what I'm going to do is put her blinking on a separate layer so that I can control it easily when I'm compiling it all in Premiere. Doesn't look like much like this, but basically when I put it in Premiere, it's going to look fine. Imperial Snipes. Your message isn't showing up, I think. Banned by Ninja. I can see your message now, so I don't know what it was that you asked. Yeah, KOR, the film is quite expensive these days. Like when I got the camera, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, or I forget how long it was, film wasn't, like, it didn't felt like it was that expensive. There were still like a lot of people using it, but now, I don't know, like it just, because no one really uses film that much anymore. The prices of film are quite expensive. That's why I don't really use it that much anymore. Also, it's just kind of a hassle having to like scan your negatives and stuff. It takes forever.
I mean, it's a hobby. It's not a practical solution.
Yeah, it's a hobby. It's all right. I'm gonna try to put this in here without ruining anything. I'm not gonna show you anything. Wow. Hold on.
That's dangerous.
I'll just show you what we did today, which link. Am I ever going to do a face reveal? I'm not sure, actually.
It's not very hard to find his face if you try.
If people really wanted to, they could find my photos of me pretty easily, I think. But I probably won't do one on my channel. So I got it sitting there. Whoa, that's the wrong blink.
Creepy one.
So that's basically what we did today. Let's see, there should be another drawing somewhere. I love how Photoshop just doesn't work sometimes. Like this thing just doesn't make any sense.
You're not allowed to do more.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll try seeing if this blink will actually work on the one where she's looking at. Yeah.
Why not? It's just
There you go.
some lids moving.
So Siku, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you. So today this is what we did. We just redrew something that looks like crap. Well, Karolina redrew it for me. So there's that, and then there's her looking up. If you want to see what it looks like before, it looked like this.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
It's embarrassing. That is what it looked like before. And so Karolina was able to redraw it. Doesn't look like a football player on steroids. It looks like a woman who's like maybe 50 years old, which is kind of where I was going for.
Thanks.
Her hair was just like way too contrasty.
It looked like a spaghetti.
Yeah. So you can see why sometimes these animations take a long time, is because we have to like redraw things. Because
you should have this normal, good-looking animation, right? And then for like one frame, it just transforms into that one.
Let's see what happens. I mean, I could. People be like, "What the fuck" for that like one frame.
Yeah.
So they're just like, yeah. That'd be like a Pilot Red Sun thing to do.
Yeah. You should just make the ugly one a really ugly emote for your Discord.
Yeah, maybe. Alright guys, that's it for today. Pretty much just all I wanted to do, and thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Riley Mulligan, for your contribution there. I don't know if you're still with us, but that's about it. this animation is going to be coming out later this week, so you guys are lucky that there's going to be 2 animations this week. And this first one already came out yesterday. The second one's coming out
Come check out my Twitch
probably
channel.
Thursday or Friday. Yeah, and also check out Karolina's Twitch channel, who actually drew the good version of the drawing there. I'll put a link right now, so you can check it out whenever she streams later. She teach you about like anatomy and stuff a lot more than I can. So here's the link. See you guys next time. Thank you.